Oh, she's in Dubai. Okay.
But there's nothing new.
Oh, she's in. Oh, right.
Tell me a place
Another
I
bag.
haven't been
Another
to.
bag. Another bag. Another bag. A shoe to match the bag. Another shoe to match that bag. A shoe to match my bag. Can I borrow the shoe?
He didn't do it for his ex, and he's not gonna do it for the next.
Here you go. No, but there's some good sugar daddies out there.
Listen,
Shout out to all the sugar daddies.
There
Baby,
is
won't
some.
you come my way?
Even like money. Sometimes I'll be broke and I'll be like, I need $20,000 this month.
Amen.
And somehow, some way, it's just coming
It
out.
always comes.
It always comes.
It always comes.
Listen.
Baby. It so do.
It does. And it's so weird. And we're like, oh my God, we found the perfect
Oh
man.
my gosh.
You know.
So, everybody probably doesn't know. This is my good girlfriend, Ayisha. We've been friends for years now. At one point, I lived in your home, and we had the turn-up house of the century.
Definitely.
Oh my God! Everything that you could imagine under the sun went on in that house. Like all of our homegirls, parties, like
I think
tears, everything.
it was the best time of my life. I
Really,
would do it again.
I would love to have the
I have
house
babies,
back.
Because now y'all got kids, so.
Don't add babies to don't just because I had a kid. Don't try to be not babysitters club. We're not doing that. But we really used to have a good time in the house. Like we tried to do so many things. Like we used to have photo shoots. We tried to do a YouTube channel. But like more than anything, we had a really good sisterhood in the house. We really understood everybody's personalities, and we like everything worked out really good. I never imagined myself in that situation because I usually hate living with people, but we did the damn thing in the house. Thanks to you. Like
we woke up drinking tequila every morning. And by the end of the night, we was trying to beat up Bally.
Right. So we have another homegirl.
Yeah.
Yeah, we have another homegirl, Bally. Crazy, little feisty Bally, but yeah. But honestly, yeah, if we could do it again, that would be lit. So we'll just, as adults now that I have a kid, you got 10 properties and you're like, the bad bitch and doing her business, we still got to do it like on vacation or something. We got to have fun on vacation. So let's get into some topics. Let's make it juicy. First of all, okay, there's a couple of things I want to talk about. One thing that we have to get into is the type of man that can win your heart. Another thing I want to talk about is something really trendy that's going on. Like, well, not trendy, something that a lot of people are talking about. And then we're going to take our time to really get to know Ayisha Diaz. Okay? So it's going to be a good episode. So with that being said, let's jump into it. Let's jump into the fun, trendy situation right now. So I don't know if everyone has seen the interview with Carisha, but she said she likes golden showers. Did you see that?
I've seen that. And
what do you think about it?
I mean, everybody has their own fetish, but I just wouldn't picture her wanting that.
Right.
Maybe her giving it to someone else.
Right. But is that something that you've experienced?
No.
Never?
But I've done it to someone else. I was really young, and the guy that I was actually casually talking to, whatever, we never had sex.
Mm-hmm.
And he was just like, can you pee on me? And I'm just like, what? I was really young. I couldn't even believe what was happening. Like, you want me to do what?
Right.
And he laid his towel down, took his shirt off, and was just like, pee on me. And I'm just like, you sure about this? And then I was really turned off.
You were turned off.
I didn't speak to him after that.
Oh, shit. It's easy to turn you off. Let me tell you guys.
I was a grown-ass man, and I was young.
It's easy to turn you off. If I take a shower at your house and I accidentally wet the floor, you don't want to talk to me for a week.
I agree.
So I can imagine what happened after that.
Don't wet my floors.
I can imagine what happened after you had to give somebody a golden shower.
Yeah.
But for me, if everything is going right, and sometimes I got to be a little bit intoxicated. Like it depends on not even the intoxication level. Like, everybody has their vices. So let's say I did something else and I was like, in the mood, like a shroom or something or whatever. Don't judge me, y'all. But if I'm in the mood enough, if I'm like at that level, that would turn me on. Like, oh, are you peeing on me? What? It's so warm. But like maybe in a shower though too.
Yeah, maybe in the shower, but if you
Hmm.
really think about it, I'm like, what have you been eating throughout the
Right.
day and this week? What have you been drinking? Is your piss gonna be brown?
Yeah. Is it gonna
Like,
stink? So those
you're
are the
gonna
types of
stink.
things. Yeah.
I think that's is too much bacteria for me.
No, I agree because if it's like dry and not in the shower, then I probably cannot participate in it. But if it's in the shower and we're just having a nice, sexy time, it's steamy, it's gonna wash down the drain. It's not gonna dry
Yeah.
up on my body. Does pee dry up on people's bodies? I don't know, but I
Yeah,
get
how
what
do
you're
you
saying.
in the middle of sex and you just get up and be like,
Yeah,
maybe
now
just
the
pee on you on
mattress,
the bed?
right?
No.
Now the mattress gonna be yellow. Yeah,
Is
that's
this
not.
like a planned thing you think? Like today I'm gonna pee on you. This
I think it's more of a mood thing.
thing?
Like, are you in the mood to get peed on in that moment? In that moment, like I might be like, hell no. And then it depends on the person too.
I'm pretty sure you're gonna piss on
The right
somebody.
person. I don't know if I think about it, but like a guy will think about it before something that is something that I think about. I'll probably think about something else before I think about peeing. But I don't know.
Would you do it to
I would
someone
do
else?
it. I would do it
You've
again
done
at
it.
the in the right
I'm
mood.
pretty sure you've done it a couple times.
I've never peed on anybody. And I'm a
You.
freak nasty. I'm a freak nasty.
Well, I don't believe you.
I have not peed on anybody. If you ask me if I've done something else, probably, but not peeing. I haven't even done really like I haven't really done anal. Sorry, that's too much information. Let's change the subject. So what about? So have you heard of? Has anyone ever asked you to poop on them?
No. But when I started going to Dubai, everybody was like, "That's what you're going out there for," and I'm just like, first of all,
Told
I have
you.
not met a person that wants that or requested. I haven't even heard anybody doing that to anybody.
Right.
But I've seen, two girls in a cup.
Mm,
That's disgusting.
that was really
I'm pretty
popular
sure
at one
everybody's
point.
seen that.
But that's a fetish that people have, like pooping, like a girl pooping on them, or I don't know, like, or maybe them
Well, you
pooping.
know what? I did have a homegirl that told me that she left her ex because every time she would take a shit, he wanted to lick her clean. That was disgusting.
OMG, not
Yeah.
doodoo mouth.
Like he would bust in the door, like, don't wipe. That was disgusting.
That is
She said the
so.
first two times it was like, that's disgusting and okay. But then afterwards, she just couldn't take a shit by herself.
Oh my
Like,
God.
that's disgusting. I would have left them too. Like, wait, you've been eating shit this whole time? All your exes?
Yeah,
No.
think about that. And I've been kissing you.
Yeah.
And you've been
No.
eating everybody's doo doo?
That's nasty.
That
and
is
then, and then
sick.
if he cheats on her, the first thing that I would think, like, you eating her ass too, straight off the toilet?
You shit licker. You little shit licker. Oh, don't get into an argument with me. It's on. Everything is about poop, shit, doo doo, booty breath, everything.
Oh
Like,
my
I'm
God.
going to dog you. Do not be an ad. Okay, I'm sorry. I didn't mean to judge that person. I don't mean to judge
Judging.
that person. But yeah, everybody has these crazy, a lot of people have crazy fetishes. Like the people who are into dominatrix and like they want you to like make them bleed and stuff. Like
I think that's a little intense.
that's
I could see
intense.
the, dominating someone, but like when it comes to like pulling their teeth out or stomping on their penises, that's a little crazy for me.
So did you ever really like someone like really see yourself with them until you realized they had a weird fetish?
I haven't had no one that had like a weird fetish.
Hmm.
I mean, I did have someone that wanted to like be watched,
Okay.
but like in a weird way, like the neighbors across the street. That wasn't so bad.
Like they wanted to like imagine someone watching them, like keep the windows open, like if
Yeah,
someone's
like keep the
okay,
windows open, keep the lights on, and I'm just like,
like do
bro,
it on the balcony
we
while
the windows right across the street are like
right.
directly in our bedroom.
Gotcha.
I think it kind of turned them on at one point.
Yeah. Okay, so let's take a quick moment to get to know you, where you come from, what got you into, the industry and everything. So let's start with like where you're from.
So I'm from Omaha, Nebraska, and while I was there, I was really popular on MySpace, which is crazy because I was underage,
Mm-hmm.
but I was so popular on MySpace to the point that when I visited New York for the first time at like 16, I was like in Canal Street or something like that, and people were recognizing me, and I'm like, wait a second, I'm kind of famous out here, And coming from a small town, like, you don't really know how much you expose yourself on the internet. You know, I just thought like, oh, I have a bunch of friends on my space, and I really didn't know the power it had, what I could do with it. So fast forward a couple years later, I moved to New York, and I ended up doing a Chris Brown video. But prior to that, I was already doing like photo shoots and stuff like that. I wanted to be a little model.
Right.
So when I got the opportunity to do Chris Brown video, from that day on, everything just followed through naturally.
Right.
And next thing you know, I was in every video that you can think of as the main girl. Actually had to audition. It's like automatically they will just ask and request me.
Out.
So I ended up being, you know, the main girl in everybody's video.
Yeah.
Sit down. I still am.
That's my famous
like 15 years ago.
Wait, that's my famous friend.
Yeah. And you know, over time I did the every cover you can think of, every magazine, videos, interviews. I've done a lot of things. I even did Love and Hip Hop unfortunately with my YouTube.
I know. Imagine us on the same episodes. They would have been like, get these bitches out of here.
I think that the show would have done better if they would actually put all of us together.
Yeah.
Not separate episodes.
Me, you, Ashley.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you know what? The episodes we recorded during the pandemic never even aired. I was so pissed because those were the good ones.
I haven't actually watched the show itself, but I've seen little clips and I'm just like, out of everything we filmed, that's what y'all picked?
That's what y'all picked? Crazy.
All right, maybe I need to let us direct and
Love and Hip Hop fucked us over because we had some good stuff.
Yeah.
Oh, it got crazy. The last episode I did with Navarro, oh my God, he was like, I didn't know you were that ghetto. And I'm just like, you live and you learn, buddy. You live and you learn. But anyways, okay, so back to, you know, like your track record and stuff like that.
So I moved to New York at a young age. I had to be like 16, moved by myself. I was a little runaway child. I think at a certain age, my parents were just kind of like, all right, girl, you're running away, you're leaving, you're doing whatever you want. And I just wanted to hit the streets.
Right.
Because in my mind, I would be in school. And instead of focusing on work, I'm thinking about making money.
Right.
So what am I going to do to make money? And what am I going to do to, you know, be able to get out of here? So I left at an early age. I came to New York, started working in nightlife with a fake ID and no ID. I think they ask me more ID now than they did back then.
Right.
So I did the nightlife, and I'm still doing it. And from there, I just evolved into like different things. And at a young age, I had like an old soul. So
you still do.
Still do. So I'm 20, you know, not even 21. When I'm like 18, my friends are in the 30s, and my priorities were different from everyone that was my age. So like now, all my friends are in their 40s.
Okay, like, don't add me to this.
Not you,
okay,
not you.
It's like I'm joking.
My
but
old friends, people that I've been friends for, you know, for years.
No, but yeah, of course. One of our close friends, we were just partying with her, and she's like, but she meshes well with us too. So you have friends that are like, you know, older than you, but they
us,
also,
but they're still
they're just like the baddies.
They're not old.
Yeah, they're not old.
Yeah, and I just, you know, I kind of start focusing on the future. Like, all right, I can't do this forever. So
yeah, but you got your shit together. So it's like, just because you start in the nightlife, it doesn't, you can learn, you grow faster in a way. It's like you see more.
I don't regret it. I would actually do it again.
Absolutely not.
I think I would spend less money on food and Uber. Because
don't tell my business. Don't tell my business.
If I could go back, honestly, most of my money was spent on cabs. Either going to work or a day I was spending like $300 a day on cabs only. And this is before Uber, you guys. It was, you know, in New York City, you flag down a strange car.
Right.
Hopefully somebody stopped the little black Lincolns or whatever. Even when Uber came around, I was just like, all right, it's time for me to start driving. And I think that when I got my car, that's when I finally started realizing, like, wait a minute, this is how much money I've been spending on cars. And even living alone, I used to never cook because it's just me. So when I moved to Jersey, that's when I actually started growing up financially.
Right. No, I feel you.
Yeah.
Trust me. You know how much I've spent.
I don't know, $14,000 a month.
Okay, you don't have to tell my damn. I told you don't tell people.
There is nobody on this earth besides you that can spend $14,000 in 1 month on Uber Eats.
Nobody knows my life. Okay, I've been trying to keep it on the low. Come on, you're telling my business.
Miss Rich Girl over here.
But that's how we became friends, though.
Yeah.
Because you know, when you are a certain way, and you meet someone who matches your style, then you guys, you mesh.
Yeah, you click.
So we meet each other. You're just like, she in her own little world, and I'm little Dizzy Jada. Like I'm just like, yeah, let's all go. Ooh,
I think I still remember everything you had on the first time I seen you in my house.
Really?
I was like, whose friend is this? Yeah, you had on a bun and like a tracksuit kind of on. And you had on, I want to say it was Prada sneakers with the diamonds on it.
Oh yeah, the 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗓𝗧
Prada?
ones, the 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗓𝗧 ones.
Yeah, black and white.
Yes, I always like the exclusive shit.
Yeah.
But then I had to move in with you because my life got rough. Wait, not me having to move in with you as like my life was like, oh, I'm the baddest bitch in the world, and then shoo, Ayisha, can I eat your oodles and noodles? But no, like it was
I think it was meant to be because everyone
Right.
had a similar story of how they ended up at my house.
right.
And then, here I come like, oh yeah, sure. Just come move in.
You had the real bunny mansion.
Definitely.
You were Hugh. You were
think-
definitely Hugh.
You know what? I think an outsider, like when they think about, oh, you guys used to live together as an adult, they think like, oh, they can't afford to live by themselves. And honestly, it just turned into like a fun party every day.
Right.
Because it's not like you could afford to get your own place.
Absolutely.
Actually, you had your own place when you decided to move to Connecticut.
Yeah.
So that's really why you ended up at my house. This girl was living in Edgewater in an amazing penthouse. I'm talking about amazing. Next thing you know, she's like, I'm moving to Connecticut. And 2 months, mind you, she still has to work in New York City. So she's coming back down every day to work. And I'm like, why would you move to Connecticut? She wanted to be closer to her family. Yeah. And at one point, we were like, Jada, you're here every day. And your apartment is in Connecticut. You might as well just move in with us. It was
a house, a big-ass house for no reason.
Yeah. For no reason, because it was always by itself.
Yes, nobody was in it. I'm like, Mom, can you go over there and dust? Can you dust the house? But yeah, so like even us meeting was very like natural, organic, like, and we've clicked ever since then. Like we just get each other. So I think that's really super dope. But like, so now, fast forward to now. What do you think was like your biggest challenge? What like now you're at a certain age where you want certain things. You have a clearer vision. What has been the biggest challenge for you?
I think the biggest challenge is finding a partner that can match my energy and still want what I want in life.
It's so hard.
It is. It's like you gotta grab a bunch of men and put them into one. It's true. It's so hard finding someone that's gonna like. I don't know. It's because the experience I had in life, but I just can't settle. I just can't. I'd rather be alone.
I'm so glad you're saying it because it's cool when they do it. It's a problem when I do it. Whenever I say that, it's a problem. Like, who does this girl think she is? She's never even seen that. She's never even had that. And then I'm so glad that my good friend is saying this because it's so true. Nobody wants to settle. And, what you're capable of having.
I think most women settle.
They do.
They do. And honestly, everybody that we date, we settle in a certain extent. But I'm just at a point where I'm just like, I can't.
But it's more pressure for us as well because it's like, oh, why aren't you a wife yet? Or why don't you? Yeah, thank you. Thank you. Relationships are so much work, and a lot of times the women take the shorter end of the stick.
We do all the time.
We have always felt like, all right, the guy is the prize. And I'm not saying the guy isn't the prize. I think that there are a lot of great men out there that deserve great women. But sometimes us as women, we have to be a little bit selfish as well. Like we have to make sure we take time to grow, to, like repair traumas, to like figure ourselves out and know exactly what it is we want before we can be the type of woman that a man wants. Because again, like I said, there are amazing men out there that
they are,
deserve amazing women. But again, like, we have to do our own growth.
There's more shitty men out here than amazing ones. And
go ahead and preach.
We got stuck with the bad batch. When they be like, oh, aliens are coming on Earth. And I'm like, yo, are y'all bringing new men out here?
Right.
There's a shortage.
But you want to know what it is, too?
Women.
And this is something that we always say, right? There's a new batch of women as well, right? So there's a batch of women that are like, oh, shit, this how y'all been living? Like, so they're learning from, let's just say women like you. I'm not even going to say women like me. They want certain things that they know women like you are getting. And they're willing to do anything to get it.
Yeah.
So now it's creating a generation of women who are fucking the game up. They're doing anything and everything. They want to look this way. They want to, and don't have no, you know how we have girl code with shit? We have rules to this shit.
Yeah.
It's rules to everything. And one thing that the new women are not understanding is there's rules to this shit. You know what I'm saying? So because they don't have any rules, they're making the men worse.
They are, honestly.
They're making the men worse. We don't make you got to work for this.
No,
honestly,
it took years to even get to this point.
Right.
And even till this day, I still have to work on certain things to be able to live the life that I live. And honestly, if you really look at it, a man has nothing to do with it.
Right.
It's not really even about the man, because he could have money and he could be doing whatever. That doesn't necessarily mean that his wife status and what she has came from him, because a lot of us come with our own shit.
Right.
And I think in most the younger generation, I think that they feel like if she has that because she with him, then he can give it to me too.
Right.
Listen, let me tell you something. This is what I be saying. He didn't do it for his ex, and he's not gonna do it for the next. He's not. It's about the woman.
Right.
Like, you know, I've seen no names. I've seen things done for certain women that they wouldn't have done for the next girl or the girl before.
I know.
It's clearly not him. Like, he's not gonna do that for everybody. Not
That's
only
the
that,
thing that resonates the most with me. Trust
yeah,
me,
and y'all just be throwing it out there. Like, here you go for a pair of some shoes.
Literally, like, for example, I think I've tried to say something like this before, but like, you can be with a man who likes how you operate in a certain way. They like how you carry yourself. They like how you converse. They like how you handle situations. They like how you're a problem solver. They like how you get to a bag. Just because, and also to put the cherry on top, you're absolutely beautiful. Now, some women think, oh, he's just with her because she's beautiful and she has good coochie. Now, let me go over here and try to give him some better coochie because I'm cute too. Girl, you're dumb as a box of rocks. You can't figure shit out. If he's in a situation, there's nothing that you can do to help him.
Nothing you can do to help him.
So again, that's just one example. There's so many different examples as to why I win and you lose. Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, there's so many different examples as to why this man is choosing this woman. And everybody is so much on the instant gratification now that they think that they can just take somebody's man, or you can have this girl just because you're flashy, when really there's a bunch of flashy men out here that don't have anything else going for them but their flash.
Nothing. You look great on Instagram, nice cars, designer, vacation, and honestly,
you're for everybody.
Yeah.
You have no value.
You have nothing.
You're for everybody and you have no value. So again, that goes for men and women. Just because you're flashy doesn't mean you have anything to offer for a grown-ass woman who knows what she wants.
When we forward like 10, 20 years from now, we're going to be seeing a lot of these men lonely and paying them $200 a girl whenever they can. And we know someone that he's older now and he's lonely.
As fuck.
Once you guys turn age, it doesn't matter how much money you got. You might not ever find someone to connect on that level to build.
But they always talk about us being lonely and only having cats.
You know what? I'd rather be with a cat than a man that's not worth it.
I'd rather be with you, Ayisha. We can just be together. We have such a great group of friends. We can all just get a new mansion and just live it out together. We have such a great time together. But no, seriously though, like, men and women do end up miserable. So it's like, we have to figure out what's lacking. Like, what is it lacking from men and women being together?
It's respect for your woman, it's loyalty, faithfulness. I get it, you know, they've been saying it for years that it's just a thing a man do. It's just there's no reason of why they cheat. But damn, at least be loyal and have some type of respect. There should be no reason why you're doing your dirt and it's coming back to your woman at home. Like, if you're gonna do what you do, make sure that she never finds out. Ever. Because
do you think it's on the other side too? Do you think a woman can do her dirt on a man that's like
100%? We not no angels. We do our dirt, but he will never find out, and that's how it should be. I'm saying if you're gonna be doing someone dirty, or you're gonna be going outside of your relationship, at least make sure your partner doesn't find out, and your relationship doesn't suffer because of it.
Right.
Because there's no going back after that. Like, this, once the trust is gone, it's gone. You can trust someone to a certain extent if they have some type of remorse, but 10 out of 10 people don't really have no remorse of what they've done.
And they're just gonna do it again with the
They're
next
just gonna do it again
person.
with the next person, and it's just a pattern thing.
So what do you feel about so we see a lot of desperate women,
Yeah.
right? We literally see it every single day. Like it's hard to even have friends these days because a lot of times you'll have a friend that envies you and envies what someone else does for you.
Mm-hmm.
And they're just so desperate because because they want someone to take care of them, pay their bills, and they're wondering how you do it. And so there comes this level of envy, and it makes it difficult to trust anybody. Like, how do you differentiate? Like, how do you know how to keep certain friends? Like, how do you know like which friends are really for you, or have you ever had issues with women in that kind of way?
Of course, all the time. I've had so many experiences with thank you, with girls in my relationship that it's really annoying at this point. Now as soon as I see the red flags, I'm like, nah, I'm good. And honestly, I try not to hang out with girls that don't live a similar lifestyle that I do, but don't have their own man.
Right.
I feel like when I associate with girls that don't have no respect for themselves or my relationship, I just be like, you can't come around.
Yeah.
Because in their mind, they're like, ooh, if I get him to notice me and I get to fuck, I can replace her. And honestly, you can never replace me because I'm not going anywhere.
Never.
You might fuck, you might suck his dick, but get a pair of shoes if you can.
Not gonna happen.
But other than that, I will make sure that you guys would never be together.
I know. I love it.
I will make it my business. You would not come as a friend or whatever you want to be, to try to knock me off my high horse.
I love it.
No, sir.
But we already know, like you can try,
but that was the old me.
Mhm.
I'm at an age now that I kind of see it a mile away,
Mhm.
and honestly, I kind of notice when girls start saying like, "Oh, your man this, your man doing this," and I'm just like, "Girl, let me show you the real life.
Mhm.
My man has money, and so do I.
Right.
And yes, my man buys me very cute gifts. He's romantic, but he doesn't pay my bills. So he paid the bills at the house,
Mhm.
but he doesn't pay my bills.
The other houses.
Of the house, yeah. So technically, you're wishing or you want to come into this relationship without really knowing. You think you're gonna replace me or come and steal him, and you're gonna be living this lavish life, and he's gonna be taking care of you. But I'm not a taking care of type of woman.
Right.
Like we live together, and he handles the bills at the house. But I come with my own bills, and I come with a family that I gotta take care of.
Right.
And I'm the one taking care of that part.
Mhm.
So when they come in and actually see that it's not as lavish as they think it is, because they just think I just sit around and my man is just raining money on me. Um, some of them change their minds.
I mean, it is lavish, Ayisha. You
It
can't
is
don't take
lavish.
that away from it because you definitely went on like 9 trips in
No, it
in
is.
2 weeks,
It
and
really
then we're
is.
just like,
But
oh, she's in Greece now. Oh, she's in Dubai. Okay.
but there's nothing new, Jada.
Oh, she's in. Oh, right.
Tell me a place I
Another
haven't
bag,
been
another
to.
bag, another bag, another bag, a shoe to match the bag, another shoe to match that bag, a shoe to match my bag. Can I borrow the shoe, bitch?
Maybe it's because I already have it. I just don't consider that like I want more in life than
Right.
just
No, but you've always
trips.
been,
And
yeah, absolutely. Absolutely.
listen, I lived years.
Do you want your man to propose to you?
Um, lately, no.
Okay.
Maybe a year ago.
Okay.
I think right now I'm in the process of like finding myself and erasing certain thoughts and wants that I had.
So do you think it was like a honeymoon phase? And do you think people just can't get out of the honeymoon phase after a while?
So the honeymoon phase, I feel like us women, we take it well when it leaves because we understand like we were happy and relationship comes with problems and things. I think that for a man it's hard to comprehend that we're not always gonna have an amazing relationship. I'm not always gonna look like a model 24/7. I'm gonna slack. I'm gonna complain, and the honeymoon phase is actually the best part. And I think maybe that's the lifestyle I need to live. And as soon as the honeymoon phase is gone, I need to be gone too.
I think that's the crazy thing about relationships. That's the crazy thing about relationships.
I'm tired. I'm really tired of giving my youth to men. And you know me, I'm always in a relationship for a really long time, for years. And I get out of that one and get into another one for years. I never actually been single, and I'm starting to realize that maybe it's just time for me to be single and maybe casually date for the honeymoon phase. And as soon as that shit is over, I'm gonna be like, listen, homeboy, your time is up. You gotta go.
We're the same person.
But we could always have the honeymoon phase if the man makes the effort to make sure that we still there because we make it happen. Now, can they make it happen? They don't. Right. Once it's gone, they don't want to put in the work no more. And, you know, you fuck 3-4 times a day, and within 6 months, he's just like, homegirl, I'm tired of you. And I mean, we tired of y'all too, but we still sacrifice and make sure that you're happy and everything's still the same from the day you met me. Because who you meet at the beginning, that's going to be me throughout my whole relationship. So I need the same energy because I'm always going to bring the honeymoon phase throughout all the years.
So should we ease up on the honeymoon phases? Like, should we not? Like, I mean, it's cool when a man like steals your heart away and takes you off your feet, but like that shouldn't be so short lived sometimes that like it's like
you can't come into the relationship bringing flowers or romantic shit every day, and then out of nowhere stop because we've been together for a year.
Let me call my baby daddy 𝗔𝗕𝗢𝗚. Hold on.
You can't.
Hello.
Because that's when we're gonna.
I need a new Chanel.
For real. So I feel like if you're gonna, whatever you do at the beginning of the relationship, you need to be able to maintain it throughout the whole relationship.
Going, right.
You can't be bringing me romance and love and sweetness and be understanding and be this person I can communicate with, and then months later, all suddenly it's like everything stops. You know. I've been with you. Actually, I got with you, and I fell in love with you because you were this person. And technically, you brought in your not your secretary. What is the other word? The representative. That's what my ex used to say. Like, you got me because your representative was good. You brought that person in, and now they're gone, and now I'm getting to know the real you. I feel like from the beginning, you should bring the real you.
Men do that though.
Yeah.
So do you think that men think to get a woman like us, they have to put their best foot forward and kind of like put on a show?
They do, but you putting on the show, it's actually ruining our relationship for the future. Because now you can no longer keep the show up because you faked it.
The show meaning like money, right? Like
the money, the gifts, the romance, the trips, everything. Everything that you do at the beginning to try to get us, you need to be able to keep that up because that's who we're going to fall in love with. And that's what we're going to want. When you stop doing that, we're going to be looking at you like, what happened? You don't like us anymore?
And they don't even do it gradually. They just be all of a sudden, nah, we ain't going nowhere.
Yeah.
Nah.
We gotta save money.
Right. We got to save money now.
Can't do this. And all you want to do this. This is the lifestyle that you was giving me from day one.
And all of a sudden, we go from spending $15,000
to
every couple weeks to $2. I'm hungry.
It's not really even about spending the money. I think it's just the action itself.
Yeah, exactly.
It's not really about the money. It's just the action itself. You
used to
bring me flour every Monday. Oh, suddenly you just stopped.
I'm still the same girl. I'm still cute.
Yeah.
Might have dragon breath in the morning, but I'm still the same girl.
You was cuddly and affection. Right. Like mad affection all day. You on top of me, kissing me, loving me, want to hold hands. And now I sit next to you on the couch and it's just like, can you give me my space? Like, show who you are at the beginning. And let us choose.
And where do we go wrong? Where did we go wrong? Where do we go wrong till all of a sudden now you want your space?
I think that we know there's a red flag, that it is too good to be true.
Yes.
We're like, oh my God, we found the perfect man.
Oh my gosh.
You know.
Yeah.
We both have the instinct.
Uh-huh.
And within months or a year, they start showing the true colors. And when we see the red flag, we be like, you know what? I love this person. And if they're just changing, we're going to still love whoever they're becoming. And honestly, they're not becoming nobody but themselves.
Right.
Who they truly were from the beginning. It's just that they can't fake it anymore.
Right. Okay, so I have some extra questions that I'm going to get, right? But before, let me close up that topic. Do you think that in a situation where, like the situations we were just talking about, do you think us as women, we're supposed to try to work it out and we're supposed to go really hard because, the goal is to get married and we're supposed to just do our best to make it work? Like, what do you think you're supposed to do in a situation where a man is changing and maybe things are not working out? Do you try to work it out? Do you try to fix it? Do you get therapy as a couple? Or do you now decide, you know what, you and I just don't have the chemistry that we once had. You and I just don't work out. So should we now go our separate ways?
I think that you should try to work it out. I
Mhm.
definitely do. Before I would give it 2-3 years and try to work on it, and I would settle for whoever this person was becoming or whoever he ended up being, in hopes that he would change or at least try to,
Mhm.
go back to how it used to be.
Right.
Um, but honestly, ever since I turned 30, I have like a 2-year max.
Right.
I'm gonna try my hardest, but if you're not willing to try too, how is it gonna work out? I can't ask for therapy and change things and stop complaining and change things around to make it work if you're not.
Mhm.
Because now it's just like a one-way street. I'm trying. I want this to work. Like me right now, I want things to work. I want this. So I'm willing to stop whatever I'm doing. I'm willing to do a lot of things to make my relationship work. But
Right.
if he's not doing it, you by yourself.
Right. No, I feel you. And you know what? All of us women are not like you though,
Mhm.
because I'm not.
Yeah.
I'm fucked up a little bit. I love my son's father.
Yeah.
I have a great, great, great partner.
Yeah.
And I think more of the situation is almost my fault because of, okay, our honeymoon stage was cool.
Yeah.
Um, we've gone through a lot. But again, like I do have a time frame where I'm just like, if I'm not married, let me just move on because we're
Mhm.
not seeing eye to eye. I think a part of us not seeing eye to eye is my fault, but I feel like I'm also holding on to my past life a little bit. So I'm holding on to how how it was.
I
Like I
think,
was the most spoiled girl that anybody
yeah.
could ever meet.
I
Like,
mean, looking in as your friend, I feel like the baby came fast.
yeah,
And it didn't give you guys time to actually explore the world and do things that y'all was supposed to do.
together.
And the honeymoon stage was amazing. The
Hmm.
baby came.
And the honeymoon stage was mad chill because it was a pandemic. So I
Yeah.
didn't expect much out of him and I didn't force much out of him. And I
Yeah.
didn't really, he couldn't really even get to know really
But
me because I was staying at your house during our honeymoon stage. So he
true.
was like, he had no idea who I really was.
I feel like your relationship came so fast and the baby came so fast that Jada had to change overnight.
Yeah.
And you wasn't ready for that. And your lifestyle changed 100%. It wasn't like a little bit.
120.
Yeah, a little 120.
A
Um,
housewife, girl. Imagine me.
you would have done
I
another
took a jet with you and then I was pregnant the next week.
I
What the fuck?
I think I think right now you just gotta figure yourself out and find you again. And Jada's still in there.
I
You
know, but
know,
I have
it
a
just there's gonna be a different Jada now.
right. Like, and I just hate, that shit doesn't always work out the way you want, but do you get
Yeah.
out of there or do you try to make it work? But anyway,
In your shoes, I think that you should find yourself first
hmm
because if you're not happy, how are you gonna make your partner happy?
amen to that.
I love you,
That's why you my friend.
bro.
I love you, bro.
Well, he
So,
knows I tell him the same
right,
shit
because
too.
he
Like,
probably
let
looking like
Jada be
Ayisha.
Jada.
He probably watching this like, Ayisha, you bitch. You bitch.
Nah, but I
I
tell
just
him.
got off the phone with you, Ayisha.
And I was honest with him. I said, listen, let Jada be Jada and let her find herself again. As a woman, when a baby comes into the picture, we forget about ourselves. On top of before the baby, we forget about ourselves because we want to make our man happy. So now we're
Hmm.
changing things and we numbing things down and watering ourselves, trying to make them happy. And then when a baby comes, there is you as a person is all gone. It's
And
all
then
about the
when you're a
baby.
woman in a relationship and you have a kid, all of a sudden it's like, okay,
The kid,
I gotta be
son,
the kid and I have
me.
to be smart. So now it's like, fine, I'm not gonna get my hair done because we should save this $800.
Yeah.
Fine, I'm not gonna get my nails done because I'm in the house with a baby. What do I need my nails done for? Then fine, I'm not gonna. So it's like you're compromising, compromising, compromising,
Compromising.
compromising, and it's like,
There is no
I
longer
hate
you.
my yeah, exactly. There's no longer you're not there anymore. So it's
Mhm.
really, really hard because you feel like, you're trying to be smarter, you're trying to be a partner,
Mhm.
you're trying to be like, and sometimes you can see the vision for the future. Sometimes your menstrual start to come and you just like, I hate I hate him, I hate this, like I need my hair done. You start getting mad angry about
But
everything,
at least you have a reason. You have a baby, and
Yeah.
that's your priority.
Yeah, absolutely.
Unlike me and other girls, we make our relationship our priorities, and we
Yeah.
forget about ourselves.
Right.
And then you find yourself being like, "What am I doing?"
Right.
Gotta listen. Either we having this 6 kids or not,
Right. Right.
act right or not.
Don't do
At least
it.
you know now I'm young.
Don't have 6 kids. I'm just gonna go to the next question. So, with my question list, I have one question for you. What makes a man spend money on a woman?
It's just you gotta have the it thing.
I tried to say that.
Listen, I can't. I've never You gotta have that it thing. It has to be in you.
It girl.
Now, some men are naturally givers, so they will spend money no matter who it is. But it depends. Now, the type of money that they spend on me, you gotta have that it thing. If, where it comes from, I don't know. It's just always been there. Like
I try to tell people, you have to be confident.
Yeah.
You have to be kind of like,
know that you're worthy of all that.
Know that you're worthy, and you have to go hard with yourself, your image. Like, I'm sorry, but like everything matters to me. Hygiene, the way I speak, the things I analyze. I look at my target and I say, all right, I know what he's gonna like, and I make sure I'm the perfect person to put it. Yeah, like I got this.
I'm the other way around. I think that I subconsciously call that type of energy towards me. Like, I remember one time I had not a friend, associate, and she was like, why do you always get the it man? Like, out of all the group, you always get the main one.
Did they know
and
who
I'm
the
just
fuck
like,
you are?
I give main one energy.
Right.
Because his homeboy, he knows he can't afford me, period. Not as far as money, but he knows I'm not his type of woman, and he just can't even talk to me. But if you bring in that energy and you tell yourself, like, this is what I deserve, this is what I want, because I talk to myself all the time, and I'm just like, I need to call this type of energy towards me. Even like money. Sometimes I'll be broke and I'll be like, I need to make $20,000 this month. And somehow, some way, it's just coming.
It always comes.
It always comes.
It always comes.
Listen,
baby. It sure do.
It does, and it's so weird. And some of my friends that spend a lot of time with me, they realize it. Sometimes I'd be like, yo, I need this. And I think I just call it with my mind and my energy. Like, this is what I want. This is what I deserve. Another thing, too, is I don't settle.
I remember that time we needed a car so bad. We needed a new car. Ayisha Blake, she was like, we need a new car. Bentley. We got a Bentley, bitch. So it's like, you're absolutely right. Because when you be like, all right, we got to manifest this. We got to manifest this. We got to get it.
That one time, don't say what situation. Okay. That one time that one car came.
This girl got a nice car. I had the nerve to be like, I don't want it. It's not good enough. I'm like, bitch.
You know why?
We need it.
We did need it. We needed an extra car at the house.
It's nice.
But this is my thing, right? I just felt like the type of money that you have, you was able to afford something better.
You could have got me a Wraith.
You could have just gave me the money, and I could have went and got my car.
Right. I'm looking at the car like, girl, this shit is plush.
And I was grateful, honestly. I was grateful for the gift, but I was just kind of like, come on now.
You know
bring me problems. Not even you know me. You're bringing me problems. The car is used. On top of that,
nothing.
Homeboy.
On top of that, nothing else.
The way we be riding around, within 3 months, I'm going to need a new engine. You're just bringing me bills.
Yeah. That's part of you.
Suddenly, I was just kind of mad because...
But that's not settling, and that's settling, okay. Yeah. But that's the thing.
I still took the gift, though.
And it sat there, barely. We all looked at it like it wasn't what it was. We all looked at it like, girl... we looked at it like it was Coach when really it was Gucci.
It was.
It was like, we need Celine. We need Birkin, baby.
He could have gave me the money and been like, go get your own car. And I would have just matched the other half that was missing. It is.
So basically, knowing what you wanted, you decided that you weren't going to settle. So
I wasn't. And guess what came after?
I know, girl. I was there.
I looked at the car and I was just like, you know what? Honestly, I was very grateful. I was grateful of the gift itself and the thought into it. But he was being a little petty about it. He was. You know why. And it was more like, you're not my girl.
So here, take this.
So take this. But he could have also been like, take this and go get your car that I promised you I was going to get you.
But it's also, you're not my girl, but
yet
you... Forget it, girl. Let's just move on to the next topic.
It's okay.
Baby girl, do you qualify for a high value man?
I am the high value man.
You are the high value. Bitch, I gotta lead this interview. My manager, my producer, boss told me to sit my ass down, so I can't even take a walk and breathe. Yes, honey.
A high value man. Because you got your shit together and you got money and you got a good job and no. I don't want you. I want a man that's respectful. I want a man that's loyal. I want a man that is going to put me and his family first.
I want a man that got life insurance who wakes up every morning and puts on a business suit. He smells like 𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓𝗓, and sometimes we
I don't care
him.
what you put on.
And sometimes we eat, caviar.
High value men, they come with too much shit.
He's loyal.
They want a lot of things that they can't provide. Like they want you to cook, clean, fucking work, maintain them, baby them. They want a mom. I'm not your mom. I'm your wife.
And let you walk all over them sometimes. Like, I know what you did. Why do you want me to why do you want me to let you get away with this?
Yeah.
And if I beat your ass, like, go ahead, girl. What you was about to say? Like, now if I punch you in your throat, you gonna be mad. Stop playing with me.
I feel like a lot of high value men, they want a certain type of woman that's just gonna stay home and shut the fuck up.
Mm-hmm.
And I come with my own money, so it's really difficult for a man to run me over and do what he wants to do. I choose to let you. Okay, so I choose to let you run me over and cheat and do what you want to do and whatever.
But you always know what's going on. You just have a never-ending poker face. You always have been the person that plays chess, not checkers. Yeah. You be knowing what the hell going on, and you let people play you in your face. You let people lie to you in your face. You let them play you, and you always know everything that's going on. You be like, you think you playing me? I'm going to play you way better. And that's one thing that I've always learned about you. It's just like, oh, bitch, I know what's going on.
I am the type of woman that I will watch you on your date and not even come up to you.
Yeah. Like, and just watch everything.
I will go through your phone and don't say shit for 3 months.
I could never. I'd be like, bitch.
I'll go through your phone right now and see a porn in between you and somebody else and smile and give you a hug. And
the girl. See the girl at the club the next week and be like, yeah, I saw you in my man's phone.
No, I just sit and think about it. And then when the time is right, it just comes up.
She's good.
I'm really good.
She brings it up, and then now all of a sudden, whatever you want, baby. I'm sorry. Now she's like, she stay with the ball in her court. The ball be just in the court. She just waiting. I'm waiting. Got the ball.
I'm always just, not even one step. I'm steps ahead of my relationships when they're fucking up and doing things. And mainly is because I'm watching you be the real you. Mm-hmm. You think you're fooling me of I'm faithful. I'm not doing nothing, babe. I've been out all day. I'm working. And I'm just sitting here like, just watching you lie. Mm-hmm. Like, you gonna continue to lie to me? Wow, this is a new lie. And then I started thinking about like, damn, you could have came up with a different lie. Mm-hmm. You could have told me this. That was better than that bullshit, you know? Right. And I just eat it up. And I learned that sometimes you just gotta shut the fuck up and not say nothing to them.
Yeah, you be trying to teach me that for years, and I just haven't mastered that.
Sometimes you gotta let the man play himself. Because when he's being himself, thinking that I don't know he's being himself.
But then what are you gonna do? Is this the person that you want to be with? See, that's the problem with me, because once you do that type of shit to me, I'm trying to be out. And now you're begging and pleading for me to stay. And I'm just like, I got to get up out of here, because I know that I can find another you 30 times and it just gets better. With me, it just gets better and better and better. I might fall and take a little L with a nigga, but then I just get better and better and better. So it's like,
it gets better, but I feel like pick your poison. They all do the same shit. Mm-hmm. They all do the same shit. You leave this one for the next one's doing the same shit or worse. You know, so I just feel like just pick your poison if you're okay to deal with certain situations. Mm-hmm. And honestly, the reason that I see things, being done and being played in my face and I let it slide, I just feel like give him time to grow up. Mm-hmm. Give him time to get out of his system.
You're a good woman.
Because, I just give him time. Like, okay, this is what you want to do. Go ahead. If it makes you happy, go do it. But all I'm saying is that eventually it will come to an end. Like, it will definitely come to an end. I'm going to be like, all right, now, you're doing too much. You've done it 30 times. Listen, let me tell you something about a man enjoying it. You can give them a threesome, a foursome, a sister,
an orgy
wife,
party. They will be who they are.
Way to do what they want to do, and that's okay. All I know is that when it's time for me to do what I want to do, you'll be crying. And I'll just be like, remember that time?
So, speaking of that, would you ever share a man?
Yeah, I've done it before. Mm-hmm. I've done it twice, actually. It wasn't so bad.
How did that go?
The first time I was in a relationship and we had sister wives, and of course I was the main girl. It was cool.
And of course I was the main girl.
It was cool because I just felt kind of like I had control over the whole situation and the whole relationship. Mm-hmm. Everybody knew like to play their position. There was no jealousy, at least not jealousy with me. It was more jealousy like in between each other. Mm-hmm. You like this one better, and he bought this one a phone, and this one got a pair of shoes, and all I got. I used to just sit there and be like, bro, I'm not here to babysit this dick. I'm not here.
Yes.
After a while, it kind of became like a fun thing because it's like I'm aware that she's home when I'm gone.
Mm-hmm.
At least she's watching him and he's not with someone else.
Right.
So it kind of became like a little controlling
That's
thing.
what I'm
Like,
talking about with chess, y'all. Chess, not checkers. This is my she really be on point. She's like, I need somebody to watch my nigga. Let me get somebody that's clean. She ain't gonna, she gonna make sure he good. He not doing nothing,
It was even one time that I was out somewhere, hosting somewhere, and let's just call this girl Jay.
Okay.
Jay calls me and she's like, I think this girl named Jasmine. I'm gonna put her name out there. Shit, I almost went to jail because of her. So shit,
right, might as well.
So, and actually, that was someone that was my friend who started fucking with my man at the time behind my back. Mm-hmm. And I found out because he gave her one of my pair of shoes to her. Yeah, and then he had to get it back. I still got the shoes.
I still got their shoes in storage.
I'm a post it one day and be like, remember these, y'all?
Remember these, hoe?
So I'm out somewhere. She calls me. She's like, I went downstairs and he downstairs with a girl. And I'm like, downstairs with a girl. I said, go see who it is. And I said, if it's Jasmine, beat her the fuck up. I'm talking about beat her up. And she's like, no, what if? I said, listen, she's not supposed to be in my house because prior to that, she had pressed charges on me. And so she wasn't even supposed to be near me. Now she's in my house after she pressed charges. So she's not even supposed to be there. So she go downstairs and it was definitely her. They got into a fight, scratches, a bunch of shit. Mm-hmm. That's when I actually learned to I can't even trust my own family and my own friends. Not you guys, but friends that I had for like 10 years. Yeah. Because they actually seen this person. And let it run. There. I asked one to record. And she said that he made her delete the video. And I'm just like, why didn't you send it to me? Mm-hmm. And she was like, I was scared. And I'm just like, no, you wasn't.
He was good. He was good, though.
Then, yeah.
There are certain men, though. There are certain men that are good. And he was good. He was a good one. Anybody else, probably. But he was so good that sometimes you be like, all right, I get it, bitch.
And I warn people of him. Like, listen, it's not hating because it's like, you're my friend. And I know what type of person that he is as a person and as a man. He's charming.
Do you think he could have got over on me? Because you know how I am.
No.
Never.
He ain't got over on Bally, and Bally is gullible. So.
Can't nobody get over on me. Look, I don't know what you said. I don't know what's supposed to be going on here, but I'm going to beat your ass now, and then we can talk about it later.
You just met him, and your friendship with me, I don't think that you would have even risked it. Like, they were still trying to be his friend on a certain level. Right. And even my own cousin ran me over, and to this day, I still look at him funny. Because he seen the girl. And I asked him, I said, is this the girl? And he described her completely different. Like, no, she had big boobs. She's flat-chested, by the way. And her hair was dark brown. It wasn't black. And it was shorter. Like, he described this complete different person. Now, to throw me off and say it wasn't her. Because he was the one that had to break the fight up between her and Jay and him and a bunch of them. So I'm sitting here. I'm like, you're my blood cousin. And you're not my best friend, but you're a friend that have been friends with me for like 15 years. And y'all both lying. I said, I don't know what this man said to y'all. What kind of friendship y'all got? Right. But y'all all gotta go.
Yeah. Listen, the world has trained men to believe that they want to have a happy home with one woman and kids and a dog named Joe. And that's not really what they want because they can't let go of their lifestyle. So you have a good man who has a wonderful, beautiful woman who's loyal, takes care of her household, helps him take care of his kids, and yet you still can give your extra energy to another woman. That means that you just can't settle and you don't see the bigger picture and you're still immature and you're not ready for what you think you're ready for, what you tricked this woman into believing that you were ready for. And that's what people do. They claim they want this beautiful lifestyle, but what that requires is something that you're not ready to do because you don't want to give up what you've been experiencing. So if you're a person that gets money and all of a sudden all the baddest bitches in the world want to talk to you because your Instagram portrays nothing but diamonds and money and traveling and this place and that place and bitches who ain't never been nowhere want to experience it. And let's say girls that just, they hop from dude to dude to dude. They want to experience that. And so they're going to do whatever to get next to you. And you're going to spend more money on these bitches that don't give a damn about you. They're never going to take care of your kids because like I told you last episode, I'm not taking care of nobody's kids that's not trying to marry me. I'm not doing it at all. Call me what you want to call me. I'm not that loyal. Like, you got to marry me. Get on both knees. Make them ashy. because I'm not doing it. I'm not doing all of that while you're stepping out. We good. That's where I draw the line.
That's why if you know your future or your consequences, you need to be good to your woman.
Exactly.
Because that's the only person that's gonna actually be here. Beside your mother, that's the only person that's gonna be here for you and your family.
But are you ever gonna get what you really want?
No. Because I want me and someone else.
Ooh, that's beautiful. I want me and someone else.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it. What are you, and what exactly is that in a man?
I want someone that's gonna be loyal and that's gonna help me. I'm loyal.
Are you 100% loyal, 100% faithful?
100% loyal, 100% faithful. You're my best friend.
Mm-hmm.
You're the person I'm supposed to be protecting. You're the person I want to grow old with. I want to, I'm going to give you affection. I'm going to do whatever I can in my power to make you happy, even if it's making me unhappy.
Mm-hmm.
Whatever you need, I got it. And if we go through rough times it is.
Mm-hmm.
I just want someone that's going to be there no matter what. And if you ever have to choose, let's just, temptation.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I will always choose my man, no matter what.
And you
no matter
also want someone
how bad he is. Huh?
And you also want someone that's not going to embarrass you. And that's one thing I know about you.
One thing about me, I'm not going to embarrass my man. You're never going to see me out in public with another man. You're never going to hear me, I'm popping a baby out by somebody else. Mm-hmm. You're never going to, even if we break up, you're never going to see me talking to one of your friends.
Right. And that's where, guys.
Listen, when I date, I make myself invisible to other men. You see me, but you don't really see me. Mm-hmm. You see me, but you can't really even talk to me on that level. And most of the time now, and people that hang around me, they kind of know what I'm talking about. Before I go into the grocery store and people are like, now I go in as a woman that's in a relationship and they glance and I give up that vibe like she's taking. Don't even look my way. Mm-hmm. I don't even make eye contact with people.
It doesn't work, but I get it. Nice try.
It does work to a certain extent because I give that vibe like I'm walking through the store and I give that I'm a grown-ass woman. I got my shit together. I got a man. Don't even bother. Even if you even try to talk to me, I act like I don't even hear you. Just out of respect for my man. Imagine somebody be like, yo, what's up, shorty? And I turn around to be like, sorry, I have a man. Mm-hmm. Like, you're not even going to get that out of me. I'm good.
Me neither, because when I go to the store, I be like straight crackhead.
Yeah, me too.
But no, I feel you though. Like, you don't approach me. It's given. Yeah, but you don't know.
I just want someone that has so much respect for me how I have respect for my partners.
Right.
Like, and then on top of that, if let's say something happens behind closed doors or even on the low, my first instance is to go tell my partner, yo, the homeboy, I don't like him. Mm-hmm. He did this. He's looking at me this. And if it's someone that's like, too close to home and it might be cause some friction, I'm just going to be like, I'm not comfortable with your friend coming over here.
Yeah.
I don't have to tell you why or whatever. Or I might even let you know, like, I don't know about your homeboy or your friend or your cousin or whatever the fuck it is, But I feel like nowadays, it's hard to find someone that is willing to ride for you on that level.
So
where they be like, yo, your cousin, your sister, I don't care who it is. Just tell me. Because I'm gonna keep my mouth shut anyways. And, let her think that she's fooling somebody. And it happens all the time to me, all the time. Like, oh, so-and-so liking my pictures and so-and-so send me a naked picture. And I'm just like, girl, you asked me for promo on Instagram and you over here sending naked pictures too.
Happens to me too. I'm just like, girl, you're a fan. Stop. Yeah. Not gonna happen. You're not me. I drive him crazy and I can. I drive him crazy and he lets me.
Yeah. I find it funny.
Right. I love it though. You know what I like too is like, you can be yourself around a dude and they're gonna love you. That's how I feel too. Like I can be myself. I can be goofy. I can do whatever I want.
Love Jada.
I know, right?
I have not met a person that don't be like, even people that have never met you, they're like, I love Jada. And I'm just like, there's only one Jada in this earth.
Only one.
Way.
But
only one.
But exactly, and there's only one Ayisha. But it's like, I don't know what it is, but it's like, I don't even get intimidated anymore because it's like, all right, I know what I bring to the table. I already know that a motherfucker can't live without me. So you can try, and I'm sure that's how it is with you. Like,
that's how I feel. I'm like, you might suck his dick.
Right.
Once or twice. I might go on a little vacation or whatever, but unless I decide to leave, you're not going to have.
Do you think we're overly confident? Or are guys making us overly confident? Or like,
No, I think I just know what I'm worth and what I can bring to the table.
Right. Absolutely. I do too. I don't think I'm
limit myself now.
Right. Like, I don't think I'm overly confident, or I don't think I'm perfect. Obviously, I would like a new boob job, but like, I still know who I am. I know my power. Do you think that the misconception of a highly pursued woman is that she's a hoe? Or what do you think is the biggest Yeah, absolutely.
Listen, I got so many men chasing me. The main thing I don't do is give them pussy.
And they be lying on their dick.
I make sure they do be lying. Because it's been time that I just say hello to someone or even exchange numbers, and they, down the line, somebody be like, yeah, you used to talk to so-and-so. I'm like,
a celebrity, like another celebrity that's very well known, I'm not going to put his name out there. He told me that he heard that you used to talk to Usher. And I'm like, I would have known. Trust me, we all would have. If he sent a DP, a dick pic, we all would have seen it. Like, trust
everybody
me.
would have seen it.
We all would have known.
Listen, that's our crew. One thing about us, we share it all.
We tell it. So I'm just like, Usher.
Clear the air.
Not true.
Never met Usher in my life.
Not true at all.
We've been in the same club.
I'm like, bitch, he said Usher. He could have said anybody. He could have said the most popular drug dealer. But he said, it's like, I'm joking. So anyway.
Usher.
So yeah.
I think there's nothing wrong with Usher, but I've never even met Usher in my life. Actually, I've seen Usher maybe 4 times my whole life. And 3 times was King of Diamonds in Miami. One time was at the Grove. And it was around that time that he had that little
scandal.
Scandal. And he was waiting to valet his car. And I didn't actually even notice him. It was the girl I was with that was like, oh, it's so-and-so. And that's it. Other than that,
that wasn't for, but I feel you.
He never approached me. We never had any type of interaction.
I know, girl. I know. That's what I said. I was like, Usher.
Oh, people.
Girl.
You know what? There's better names.
So, yeah. We got to cut that. Don't Usher. Because he be...
No, he's cool. But I'm saying, there's other people that be around more often.
That's what she's saying.
Y'all picked.
We barely even see you. I mean, we see it. I mean, niggas, whatever.
Nah, next.
So, anyways...
I wouldn't even
You think you could tame Future?
Nah.
You think you could tame Future? Have him be like, sit your ass down, and I'm the only woman.
Listen, I don't feel bad for none of the women. None of them.
Because they knew.
Only for the first baby mama.
He's a Scorpio.
Listen, that's why I be saying, even with, what's his name? The one that has 11 kids now? The other one?
Nick.
You can't feel bad for these girls that are having all these kids with men that have multiple kids because you know what you're signing up for. The only one y'all should even feel some type of way is the first and second baby mother. The rest of y'all signed up.
This brings me to my next question. Is paying rent enough to keep a woman happy? Because I feel like that's all he's doing is paying bitches rent and giving them security at this point.
No.
Okay. Maybe them. See, it's different levels.
You know what?
Because they're happy with the rent being paid.
I'm speaking on behalf of me. Paying my rent is not doing nothing for me because you got to be able to do something that I can't do for myself.
Right.
And even if you're in the picture or you're not, my rent still got to get paid some way or another.
Absolutely.
It's either, and most likely, I'm the one paying the rent. Right. So, no.
Like, teach me how to fly. Build a time machine. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Do something. I need a man that could teach me something. You feel me?
Not even just teach me, yeah.
Yeah, just more. It's more.
Help me make money. Help me build myself.
That's what I'm saying, yeah.
Help me get on my feet.
Pay my rent. I can do that in 2 weeks.
Teach me what you're doing.
A week. Yeah, exactly. I like it.
No, we don't. No. If a man teaches the wrong woman, they get comfortable. If you teach the right woman, she's going to run with it. And, hello, Keisha Kior. No, but this is a difference, though. After a year, we might not want to do them 17 hours ourselves. But we got to make sure we find someone to do it for us. And it's still going to get done.
Right. It's going to get done. Definitely. That's what I was trying to say. I need an assistant. I need an assistant with everything.
Listen.
She needs an assistant. She's opened up stores and everything.
It is true.
She does that.
I do the 17-hour days.
From her bed, but she's doing it. Right. Exactly.
Listen, it is true. That's a true story. I did make $80,000 one night bartending, and I went the next day.
Yes.
So this is the thing, right? Because everybody else is like, you going what?
Let's just tell money-making stories. What was a one good money-making night for you?
I had a night. I made $80,000, technically $70,000. Because, a lot of shit happened. So I made $70,000 in one night. And the next day, I woke up and I had to go to work. And everybody was like, why are you even going to work for? you just made, 70 grand last night. What's the purpose? And I'm just like, them 70 grand gotta be gone in 3 days. Spent. It's gone.
Right.
But they didn't really understand why I'm going out of my way to go make less. I think I was making like $1,500 or something like that the next day. And I got my happy ass out, got dressed, and I went to go make my $1,500 up. And the day after that, I went and made $500. Just because I made a lot of money 2 days ago don't mean I'm just going to give up. Just, like sit home and be like, whatever.
And it's an expensive life.
I'm not saying I've never done it because it's been time that I made money and I'm just like, cancel everything for the week.
Yeah.
But that's because I'm emotionally drained. When I'm emotionally drained, I can't make money. I can't do anything.
I know.
But if I'm happy and I'm making money, listen, I've been here 3 days. I think I'm already at 60.
You've always hit those 17-hour days. Right. But this is why it's a good lesson, though. Like women are acting like, certain men on the lottery. Like, they hit the lottery and then they just, they think that's it. Like, no, if a dude cash out $20,000 on you like that, like, that ain't the end of it. Like, girl,
I'm going to work the next day.
For real.
My regular self.
It's not over. You need to continue to. Now what you going to do with that $20,000? Are you going to invest in yourself? Are you going to put it towards your goals and your dreams? Are you going to invest in a business? Because that used to be my only goal. That used to be, I'm living life, but as soon as I get a bag, I was blowing it. I was blowing it on mixtapes and shit. Like, I was blowing it on trying to make music, and I wasn't even that big. Shit, like,
still a goal. You were still trying to work towards something. Right. It's not like you, like, now girls, it's like, go get a new Chanel bag, new hair, and new surgery. It's
right.
Like, come on now.
Exactly. Like, please don't just blow it on that shit. Like,
listen, you come up on a bag, the first thing you do is invest. More bags will come, and you can spend it on whatever.
Right.
And I learned that at an early age, too. It's like, I call it the stripper life. Because a lot of us make a lot of money, and by the next day, it's gone.
Blow it.
It's blown.
BMF.
On what? We have no idea. It's time that every day I was making like $4,000 or $5,000. And the next day, you asked me, I had nothing.
We had food in our belly. I had food in my belly. Yeah. Yes. After making money, you have new outfits. I wasn't even buying my own. Yeah. I wasn't working a lot either. Like, I wasn't. But I didn't work a lot at all. I'm like, I got a new boyfriend.
Yeah, because we will make money. Sometimes we make money and we'll be like, okay, Friday, Saturday was amazing. We made 10 grand. And for the rest of the week, we don't go to work until we broke again.
Listen, for me, it was worse. I became a dependent girl. Like, I became dependent on whoever my man is at the time.
I mean,
I didn't know how to pay a bill.
Well, not really. I never actually got. Like,
that's what I'm trying to say.
Nobody actually sat there and was like, I'm going to pay all her bills. I still work.
You remember, bitch. Sorry. You remember, sis. I got to stop calling my sisters, bitch.
But listen.
You remember, like, I was like.
And that's why.
Who's PSENG? Like, it was bad. You know what I'm saying? So, ladies.
You definitely was good goals, though.
Let me tell you.
Like, this bitch live in a penthouse. You got the best car.
Let me tell you.
Designer shit and don't do nothing.
But I was doing nothing, but I was at the same time, I was like, all right, I'm gonna do my music stuff. I'm gonna make sure I use my time. I had 2 rabbits, y'all.
Yeah.
Shitting all over I had housekeeping.
And they came to my house for like a week, and let me tell you something.
Let me tell you.
Get rid of them.
But that's not it. If your mind, you gotta make sure your mind is right. When you have those opportunities, ladies, take advantage in that moment. Because that shit can last for a few years. For some of y'all, it might last a couple weeks, a couple months. But it doesn't last forever. Whatever somebody gives you, whenever you hit the jackpot, you got to invest that. You got to make it work. Start your business. Do what you got to do. Save it for a rainy day. Get you some life insurance. Let that life insurance go for a few months. Then pull from that and start your, like, you got to, figure out tax shit.
I think, honestly, now with social media, there is no rainy day. There is no storm coming because everybody's living this rich life. I got it. I'm forever rich. And honestly, most of those people are broke and they just maintain an image. And it's so draining and so hard because all these people don't have nothing but designer and fancy stuff. And they're taking pictures in somebody else's car. They go on a vacation and changing outfits 14 times on the private jet. They only been on once.
One time.
But I learned this because I've been down a whole lot of times.
Yeah.
Save your money.
And before Instagram, too, because you got to understand
Save
Instagram.
Yours and his, too.
Thank you. And all that Instagram stuff, and that's why it's a difference because all that Instagram stuff was happening during what the hell we were doing. I didn't even used to be on my phone. A few years ago, we never used to be on our phone. We was just getting to it by any means. Like, I'm hungry. Like,
I think maybe that's something that's just in the person.
Yeah, I think
no matter how much money I make and no matter who I date, I still work.
Right.
I might not actually physically go to work, but I still make my own money.
Right.
Which is a problem that I'm having now. I think to people it's like she don't be outside. She's not in the club. She's not, being seen. She's not making no money. Her man is taking care of her. And honestly, I run a lot of businesses through my phone.
Mm-hmm. And you take care of your family.
I take care of my family too. So, I have to go to work.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't share with nobody what I do.
Right.
It just, sometimes it pops up. I'll be like, yeah, I own that. They're like,
right.
You own what? I'm like,
right.
Yeah.
Right. But you literally have people depending on you too. So it's like,
do.
I don't know a lot of women who are able to put their mom up in a nice brand new house. You know what I'm saying? Like, you make sure everybody is good. You've made sure your friends were good. You, at a time where I was going through it, you made sure I was good. So it's like, you're literally one of those people who always has a lot going on. You've never, since the day I met you, not had a lot going on. You've had to pay assistance. You've had stores. You have your sister. You have your nephews. Your whatever you got going on, and you always just handle it. And sometimes you go in your room and you don't want to talk to anybody, but you handle your shit.
I call it the cave time because I mentally and emotionally drain myself.
Right.
And this year I figured out that it's not what I'm doing. It's actually who I'm around and who I'm dating.
And who you're pouring into.
And and who's pouring into me. Most of the time I'm pouring into people and there's nothing being poured back into me. And I just end up empty. And I have to shut myself down mentally. And I lock myself in my room and I be there 3-4 days. And to the person that actually doesn't know me, to them it's like she's being lazy. She hasn't got up out of bed for 3 days. I haven't ate. I haven't done anything because now I have to, what I call it. This is what I call it. I call it charging my battery. Right. Like, I don't want to interact with no one. I don't want to see anything. I don't want to even look on social media. I don't want to watch TV. I just want to regroup and hold the little bit left that I have of myself. Right. And this year, of course, 2023, I stopped that. I let go of a lot of my family members. You guys have 2 feet, 2 hands. Y'all grown. Y'all adults.
What you got to do.
Y'all can't depend on me because the day I have a damn baby, y'all got to be asked out.
Right.
I think that the route that I found, to people, is like she found a man to take care of her and maintain her and build her to where she's at. I've tried it all. I had a lot of businesses that failed, but I noticed the secret is keep it to yourself.
we done went through we done talked about a lot of stuff already. We talk about a lot of stuff alone, but this is good.
We just need some alcohol.
Yeah.
A lot of alcohol. We need to party and then come here.
Yeah, exactly. Because then they'll be like, these bitches are crazy.
Crazy. Cancel them.
Right. Call us after the club.
All men is going to cancel us.
If men heard what we really be thinking and saying.
I'm at a time in my life where I'm just, it is what it is. I'm going to tell you that from day one. You like it, you don't. It's your choice.
That is why they pick younger women, because we
pick him. Swap them out, pick
they
him.
They can't handle it.
Because when y'all old, we're going to be looking at y'all like, this 22-year-old, he a little baby that's going to listen.
Milfy.
I'm definitely going to be that old lady with her little youngin.
I'm going to be a cougar.
I'm through college and everything.
Right. What you need? You need some money for, okay. No. What classes you taking?
It's true. Not right now, but I think when I gain like 40, 50, if I'm by myself, definitely. Worse than McDonald's.
On some man shit.
Share.
Men do it.
Kudos to her. Because
I always bring up Madonna. I love Madonna for it. Like, girl, get that pipe. Yes.
No boyfriend. She deserves it.
He must got this.
So? That pussy still works. And she looks
That is the point of life. Like, she got her money. Listen, she done lived her life.
I call it like this. She is living her best life. And she is taking in all that little baby energy in.
But wait, she's doing what men do.
Yeah.
She's a sugar mama. Like.
And sugar mamas are better than sugar daddies because I'm pretty sure she's not selling him no dream.
Here you go. No, but there's some good sugar daddies out there. Shout out to all the sugar daddies. Baby, won't you come my way? I can't sing that song.
Anybody, I think as a woman, she's not selling nobody, no man a dream. I'm old. Come over here. We're going to have some fun. Do what you do in your little club. Just don't do it publicly. We're going to be in a relationship.
Call some of your boys over. It's like, I'm joking.
I can do your little private plane. put you through school.
Right.
And when you're ready to go marry, whoever you're going to go marry, go ahead.
When men realize that men and women are the same, they will accept things like that. Men and women are the same. She's a horny woman who has lived her life and she's ready to get her back broken.
Yeah.
Period. Just like a man who spends all these years getting education and making all this money. I just want somebody to slob on my knob like corn on the cob. Check in with me and do your job. That's it.
So, you guys talk about, before we close out, what's a healthy...
So what's a healthy age gap versus an unhealthy age gap when it comes to dating?
I think if you're 40 and up, dating anybody under 30 is unhealthy.
Like, I think 28 and up.
I think 30 and up to date whatever.
Yeah.
they want. I just feel like a person actually become an adult in their 30s, not in their 20s.
I'm still not there yet, but yeah.
I look at myself when I was 25, and I'm like, what a fucking baby. I meet people that are 27, and I'm just like, what a baby. Like, I feel like it's not too far from the teens.
Mm-hmm.
So you're 21, you're just 18, 17.
Yeah.
29, 27.
29,
27.
it's close to 30.
27 is my cap.
It's in between.
Yeah.
25, you're a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You're a kid.
You're a kid, girl. You don't even know how to...
Listen, in my culture, a 25-year-old is still a kid.
Mm-hmm.
You still live with your mom, and you still treat us as a kid. When you're in your 30s, that's when they kind of start treating you as an adult.
Right.
My mom still calls me and like I'm a kid.
And I am.
I'm drinking. I mean, to her, she says I'm always gonna be a kid in her eyes.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just like, Mom, I'm grown. I do a whole lot of hoy shit.
I like my legs behind my head if I can do it. If I've stretched that night.
You know what?
Yes. No, don't say anything crazy.
Say crazy. I don't know how everybody's, relationship with their parents is, but this is like a great time for me and my family. Because now I'm myself 100%. I've always been by myself, but I kind of still hid little things because I'm just like, oh my God, what are my mom going to think? What is my dad going to think? Or whatever. Right. And I've always been a naked person on the internet, and they always accepted that. I don't think that they accepted it to a point where we're like, yeah, let's go. They're like, listen, as long as she's not hurting anyone else, and she's happy, and she's doing what she wants to do, then all means. But now in my 30s, let me tell you something. My mom is like my best friend. I'd be like, Mom, go to the club, find yourself someone.
I love being that person.
Well, my parents, after 41 years being married, they separated. And I love my dad, and my parents have been together. I grew up in a married home. Now I just push my mom to go be a cougar.
Yeah.
Go, Mom.
I love it.
I'm behind my mom cheering. Please go.
When she wants to date a guy that's 30.
Go ahead, Mom.
Do it.
I got some friends. Do it. If my dad is living his best life with girls that are my age, why can't my mom do it?
Right. My mom
she doesn't want to. But I'm like, listen, you don't gotta fuck him. Go hang out to the club. Go on the yacht.
Mommy Diaz, fuck him.
Fuck him.
Respectfully.
Respectfully.
Yes.
And it actually makes me happy because I be able to talk to her as a friend and as a woman. Like, life does not end because, your marriage ended. And I feel like a lot of women, after their marriage ends, they stay to themselves and end up being lonely. Like, all your kids are grown. They got their own families. Your ex-husband, he got his girlfriends. Too many of y'all. And you? What you waiting on? What do you, Mom?
So this is a message to all my ladies that are in there. My ladies that are feeling like you ain't got your thing no more. You do. Stellas, all my Stellas out there. Wax that coochie and pop it. Okay? Wax that coochie, get you some Casamigos and pop it. You will find somebody. You gonna find somebody, girl. Let's do some 1, 2, 3s with the weights. Let's do some little dip squats.
That's not
Nobody's telling these men that once they get 50 and 60 that they can't have a young woman and have a good time and drive their Ferrari and go to this place and go to that place and have sex until they're in a nursing home.
I think they can, but damn, don't go for a 21-year-old. You're 50. Why you with a kid?
But why is it that the woman who does the most settling, the most work in the relationship, the woman who takes care of the kids, nobody's telling this woman, be a sugar mama, or go ahead and get your You know, go ahead and throw that
Jada,
ass in a
everything is
circle.
not available to everybody. Don't
Yes,
do
it
that.
is.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
To
what
a
is he
certain
talking
level.
about?
Come on, different things are available for different people. We're not
So a
gonna do
man
that.
can turn up at 60, but a woman
A
can't.
man could do that because it's available to him. Do you understand
So
what I'm saying?
so
to
you
you?
mean to tell me so Madonna can't do that? So Madonna isn't
Madonna-
supposed to be doing that.
Madonna's paying for it.
Thank you. I want to pay for some D too.
Yeah,
When I'm
and,
60,
and the man gotta pay for
when
it
I'm
too.
60 and it didn't work out, I want to pay
women-
for some D.
Most women and their egos and their pride would not pay for it. Ain't no 60-year-old woman gonna be paying for it. She's going to feel humiliated. She's gonna feel uncomfortable.
That was back in the days.
That was back in the days.
That would pay. Women want they're too idealistic.
Alan he does
No,
this.
it's
Don't
not
mind
that.
him.
It's not that. Is it when a man pays for it? He knows. Fuck it, I'm paying for it. What am I gonna do?
So you don't think that Cher knows that she's
Okay, so
Cher
let's
or Madonna?
oh
All right,
Madonna?
Jada, Ayisha. Let's think about
I'm
this.
paying for it.
Let's just think about
She's
this.
not looking for love.
No, but let's just think about this for 1 second. We're gonna take a man at age 30 to a man at age 70. How many times you think that man paid for sex between 30 and 70 and 40 years?
So many that he can't even count.
We don't
Right?
know.
Now we're gonna take a woman at age 30 to age 70. How many times you think that woman paid for sex?
Less than men.
Well, let's
but-
get it started.
Wait, less than men. But now it's
No. From 30 to 70, how many times you think a woman
She's
paid
giving
for
out her
sex?
tax check. She's giving out her tax thingy. She's paying.
It's a new thing. I'm not saying I'm against
no,
it.
it's not.
It's
It's
a
not,
new
it's a new thing. Yeah, it is.
For her to
definitely.
feel comfortable to be like let's say I don't want to use your mother as an example, but someone like your mom.
I done gave some money
who
before, so I
divorced after 40 years,
wasn't
right?
my money, but I gave
Your
it.
mother in 40 years has never paid for sex.
Never.
But I could promise you,
My mom
your
to this
dad
day.
has
Of course.
many times, right?
Of course.
So now your mother has to get used to saying that I'm okay paying for sex or marrying a guy that's my age or 10 years older.
Wait, can I prove another point real quick?
Prove it.
We don't be paying for sex because y'all are so easy.
That too.
Why the hell?
Listen.
At 70 years old, if I spread these legs open, there's gonna be, hey baby,
Yep.
you gonna be offering
listen.
$2 before I can even get to the damn pitch.
That's what I'm trying to say to
Thirsty.
you.
Y'all are thirsty.
Because we're
Most men-
different.
Listen, most men that approach my mom are my age, and my mom is just like, little ass kid, get out of my face. And I be telling her like, Mom, fuck him.
Okay, we gotta put a picture of your
little-
mother right
Y'all
here.
see my mama.
You see
Put
a
my
picture?
mama up there
Hey
too.
guys, you see a picture of her mother? That's a picture of her mother right there. She's available.
Put my mama up there
But-
too.
But look,
All right.
Put
and
my
that's-
mama
hey
up
guys,
there,
look.
too.
That's a
Listen.
picture of Jada's mother. Y'all see
That's
that
big
picture of
booty
Jada's
Judy.
mother?
yeah.
All right.
That's
Y'all see
Juliana.
Both of their mothers. And guys, if you go in the description,
You could build a
both
house
of
on
their
that
mothers'
ass.
Instagram is on there.
Would you approach her for free without her paying you? They would.
Yeah, of
I
course.
mean, I don't know. I mean, our moms are different. They look good.
Our moms are some badass
Even
ladies.
Even if it's an old lady, there's always that young guy that has a fetish.
You have me,
Prime
and now
example.
you just
Listen, prime example, we have a friend that's older, and her man is like 24.
Thank you.
How
Thank
old
you.
is
40, she's
47.
41 or 42, something like that.
Let me tell you something.
I mean, she still look good, but
41 is a pretty
But
young.
this is the
younger
thing
than-
about men,
Oh,
Alan. This is
24-year-old
the thing
dude.
about men,
24, They've been
Alan.
together 2 years now, but this is the thing.
How much she
He
trick on
has-
him?
Together.
Huh?
She doesn't trick on him at all. He
he pays the
babysits her
bills.
kids.
Yep.
What do you think? What world do you be living
No,
in?
but I'm just saying that's like Drake. Drake likes to spend money on older women. He has a fetish or thing for older women.
So then, what are
I
you
get it.
talking about? You're
We're not talking-
contradicting
we weren't
yourself.
talking about 41. We was in the 60s and was in another.
I mean,
age.
And as a 6-year-old woman, I'm paying for D. I will do
Sure
it.
am.
Because I don't want to be bothered with a man all the time sometimes. So what if I don't get married and I decide I didn't find my man? I didn't find my soulmate. I'm paying for the D. And I'm going to have a Ferrari. And we're going to ride into the sunset. And he's going to eat my ass on the top of a mountain.
All right, so
That's how I'm giving it up at 65, period.
I'm gonna be like Cher, like no boyfriend, young. Okay?
It's Madonna.
No, Cher.
Oh, it is Cher?
Cher's boyfriend is 24. She's
Damn.
72.
I know it's what you call his ex-boyfriend, yeah.
I was
Damn.
like, this Cher.
She's 72.
I thought it was Madonna this whole
And
time.
guess
I'm
what? She's
getting
living
mixed
her
up.
best life, and he's giving her
You know what?
energy.
You know what? This whole interview, I promise y'all,
Ghetto.
whoever watches this interview from the beginning, you're gonna see the comments are so beautiful. I love these ladies. They're gonna go
but-
crazy. if you guys get to this part of the interview,
You're gonna be like,
that's when the comments are gonna get wicked.
okay, so let me get back to class.
No. Stay where you
okay
at.
to be a cougar and to pay for sex when you're an older woman. There's nothing wrong with it.
No, but what
Do
I'm
it.
trying to say is that it's not that you're gonna pay for the sex. Is that when you're 60 as a woman or 65 as a woman, you don't want to date a 70-year-old guy, and women relatively date a little bit older. They
Women
just
take
do.
what women. You don't know. Women, we don't mind.
Listen, we go to Jamaica and go find Tyrone. Okay.
For
There you go.
real.
The hell?
Now you get your
Tyrone.
groove back.
Huh?
Ain't nothing like a green
Tyrone
card.
with
You
the
get your
sneak.
groove back.
That's why they're all in Jamaica. When you go to Jamaica these days, you be seeing all of those. Yeah,
Ah.
Tyrone.
No.
We love Jamaica.
No. Jamaica is
Jamaica
Hinduism.
heaven.
Hinduism? What is
I'm going
it?
to Jamaica with you.
Heaven on earth.
Yo, fellas.
We're banned.
I'm gonna tell y'all something right now. I'm gonna put y'all on something just in case y'all don't know. If your woman tells you she's going to Jamaica with her girls,
Do not
she's
put
getting
this.
tightened up.
Do not
Go to
put
Jamaica
this
with
on.
Yo, let me tell you something. If a woman tells you she's going to Jamaica, yo, me and my girl going to Jamaica, she is getting tightened up.
Fine,
That's
we'll go to
what
Trinidad.
happens in Jamaica.
You know what? For us, it's a little different.
No, she don't have to be loose, Richard. That's what happens in Jamaica. No, she's getting tightened up.
I think depends on the type of woman you're dating.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I got it.
We didn't even get tightened up when we were there. I just realized we didn't even get no D.
Wait,
You know what's so funny?
y'all didn't get nothing
We had
while y'all was
fun
down
though,
there?
but we didn't get
Did y'all
no
do the
D.
thing with the massage on the raft?
No.
Then y'all done fucked it up.
Listen, me and Jada, we're not allowed to go to no
We
trips.
can't even go nowhere. And it was all because I decided to twerk at Mocha Fest. Don't look it up. But look,
Listen, do not look it up.
please don't look it up.
Something. We went to Jamaica, and my ex at the time, he was like, "Oh, y'all going out there to find Tyrone?" And it was a whole
much.
joke. We wasn't looking for Tyrone. We was so fucked up from the minute we woke up to the minute we went to sleep that we didn't remember half the day. We started seeing videos of us.
And y'all was
Like,
having a
when
good
was I
time.
Working at
Touring
the
in
pool.
This one doing a headstand. We're doing backflips into the pool. Mind you, this other girls that were there, they were nice girls.
And what did they come down there for?
I don't know, but
Keep
we
it
was
G. Come
No,
on.
but
We're
we
not.
wasn't
This is
there
what
for
we're
that.
not gonna do. Let's keep it G. You guys didn't
know
do
what?
nothing. What
Honestly,
them nice girls that you just talked
it was
about?
Mocha-
What did they go
listen.
down there for?
It was Mocha Fest, and everybody came on their own groups. So clearly, everybody was hooking up except us.
I wanted to.
So it's fair.
Didn't get to it.
You didn't get a chance.
Didn't get a chance. I was
So it's
hungover.
fair to say we had a 80-20, right?
We
if
did
you-
a lot
if
of
your girls go
inappropriate
down to Jamaica, you know what's happening in Jamaica.
Can you not send everybody to Jamaica? Because that's our little zen.
No, but that's happening
need
now.
everybody in Jamaica.
Instagram.
Jamaica,
Girls be like this.
Jamaica.
You see a girl, she's like, oh, I ain't had no D in a minute. I'm in a drought.
Girl, go to Jamaica.
Book Jamaica. Book Jamaica.
Nobody was
Book
up-
Jamaica.
We didn't even get any but
But
fine.
you gotta
Listen to
also
Alan.
understand, much respect, enough respect to the Jamaican men.
Alan has
But
all
enough
the answers,
respect to the
guys.
Jamaican men, I'm gonna tell you why. Because I know the Jamaican men down there treat these women like gentlemen.
We don't
They're
care.
respectful.
We don't
They
care.
tighten their asses
They got a
up.
snake. It's like, we don't care. They got a snake. Okay.
They send them back brand new. Yo, your girl come back from Jamaica. She
They
gonna
do
argue
that
with
for
you
a green card. We
4
don't
months.
care.
You leave all the dishes in the sink, and then she that's okay, baby.
Oh my god.
I'm just
Well,
now. You know why I went that direction with the
We're gonna have to go to
conversation?
Jamaica again, Jada,
Because-
because we didn't experience this Jamaica that people
Right,
be
we gotta
talking
go
about.
back. I seen him. I
You
might
know
have
why I
touched
went
him.
this direction with the conversation? Because we're talking about equality.
Huh?
We're talking about equality. It's always passport bros going out the country and hooking up with women. Let's be realistic. Women are going to different places, the right
Definitely.
places to hook up with dudes.
But we keep it a secret because men want these women to be this way and that way. So we don't get to show our other side. It's not until someone like me gets on the freaking on the
haven't
platform
been-
and be's on and I'm honest.
Jada, I haven't been on no trips where my friends are fucking the locals. I mean, only somebody fucked their driver.
Right, but no, just in general. He believes
So,
that
there you go.
he believes he believes that women don't want to be shook, like won't be sugar
No,
mamas.
but look, Martin Lawrence.
fuck
I
we
think
will.
There was a comedian back in the day that
I
said,
gotta
"Fellas,
go.
when your woman says she went to the Bahamas with her and her girl or by herself to find herself, she found something all right. It just happens. It's equality, right? No, but he got, first of all, the wife,
not
DJ
leaving my-
Envy, DJ Envy got, Richard, he went away for 29 days. His sister's there, his mother's there, the whole
So?
family.
Wait, who went away? His wife?
His
or-
wife went away for 30 days.
Okay, that's acceptable.
Right?
If she's with his
She's
family.
with his sister.
Yeah,
She's
yeah,
with
yeah,
his
that's
mother.
different.
She's these
Being
are every
babysat.
Richard. You ever seen when was that Avengers? When somebody's attacking is surrounded? Oh no. It is a girls trip. Her girls went. His sister went. His aunt went. His mother's there. The whole family's there.
Nah. She
Like,
doesn't
ho,
do
you
that.
sneak off to do some whole shit. We're telling.
Yeah.
Right. No, they're gonna know.
Nah,
oh,
she
I
was
just
by
went to go get
herself.
some vegetables for the market. Bitch, you
It
got
be
dick
like
on your
that too.
breath.
I ain't gonna lie to you. Men do
breath
shit like
smells
that.
like ball
Listen,
sack.
men won't say this shit. Men won't say this shit. Your girl come up to you, she's like, baby, I'm trying to go with my girl. Be like, sure, my sister and my cousin going with you. It's all good.
Like, get out of here.
She's like,
do
I'm
nothing.
just saying. I thought you said you just try to go away. No, you gotta close out.
I'm a FaceTime girl, so
I gotta
babe,
close out because I gotta.
FaceTime me all day. What? Girl. Jada.
What I do?
Black belt.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Close out so you can go
Okay.
close out.
I gotta close out. So yes, all right. So we didn't hit a lot of topics today. I think we did really good. What do you think?
I think we're gonna get canceled by our
so.
men.
I think
girl.
more than anything,
I hope
so
you
we're
got
in
extra
trouble.
room for me.
Yeah, I think I'm kicked out too. So
Well, first of all, this was definitely needed, and listen, we look the way we look because we was making this conversation happen.
yeah, we had a Playboy party the other night. So
Yeah. And I look like yesterday.
yeah.
So, excuse the appearance, but this is the real us.
Yes, it's the real us. This was definitely girl talk today. And I want to thank you for coming to Eat at the Table. I'm so happy you made it. You're my friend for life. And as long as you don't tell them, we're good. Okay.
Some of them.
But we let the people know a good amount of things, like, without really,
Answering
I think we
ourselves.
did good. I think we did good. So today we're gonna wrap up. It was so nice having you.
Thank you.
Did you enjoy yourself?
Always.
It's because it was me. Alan wanted to be the host so
I was
bad.
a little mad at you at the beginning, but
She was mad at me because I rushed her, but
you rushed me. I have no makeup on, and I look like last night.
and so do I. But here we are. So thank you guys. Thank you guys for tuning in. Thank you for letting us,
Don't judge
open up.
us.
Yeah.
We're just sharing our experience in life and our thoughts. And maybe by next year we might feel different.
Right. Exactly.
Or next month.
Perspectives change. But right now, this is where we're at with it. So with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to Eat at the Table. Make sure you like, subscribe, follow all our pages, TikTok, Snapchat, Instagram, YouTube, Facebook, everything. We go live on Thursdays. Just make sure you guys keep following us and supporting us and tuning in. We're always going to have new guests and people that are going to, talk that real shit with you. Next week is going to be crazy. I have another surprise guest that I want to bring. So, you guys stay tuned in. Thank you again, Ayisha, for coming to visit us. And we will...
No, thank you guys for having me. It's been an amazing time.
Good. Okay.
Share.
Okay, girl. See you at the house. Come to the house. See you guys later. Bye.